As FC Barcelona face Bayern Munich in the Champions League tomorrow night, his coach Hansi Flick was in front of the media a few minutes ago. Here's what you should mostly remember. Bayern Munich? We know the opponent very well. Bayern is special to me. It's a great club. It will be important to put Bayern under pressure. But we're ready for tomorrow. Matches can take place one way or the other. A lot can happen. Now at the head of Barça, Hansi Flick has a special memory of this event, but he assures that the fans did not hold him to it when he arrived in Spain. I have already said it every day, I feel the kindness with which people treat me here. It has nothing to do with the past and nothing to do with a possible future. We work every day for the present, he explained, before returning to his necessarily special relationship with this team. We prepare for every game knowing the opponent very well. I played it, I trained in it. It's a great club and I have a lot of knowledge and good relations with players and managers. It's a new chapter in my life. I feel very good here and I feel the support of the fans. It's nice and it forces you to give everything for them. We want to be well prepared. The message got through. Every game has its demands and everyone prepares differently. It's not easy because there's little time between games. Casado? He has been doing very well since we arrived at the club. I don't need to motivate him. He is already motivated and interested in improving his game, which I like a lot, and he also follows our instructions well during the game. When Gavi entered the field, Pedri gave him the armband. The atmosphere in the stadium. I had goosebumps. Every day, I feel the affection of the audience. The media influences the unity of the players and the respect they have for each other. It's precious. Hansi Flick spoke on various topics at the press conference before the Champions League match against Bayern Munich. One of the main topics discussed was the possible relocation of Barcelona's match against Atletico Madrid to Miami in December. When asked about this, Flick replied, "Barca, Atletico Madrid in the United States. I am a person who lives in the present, and this is a discussion about the future, so my attention is entirely on Bayern for now." Flick added, "This is something that will happen in the future, I can't talk about it now. Our focus is on the match against Bayern Munich, I'm sorry." La Liga would seek to move the match of the 18th day between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, scheduled for December 21st or 22, to Miami, according to El País. However, Flick remains focused on the immediate issue. Hansi Flick gave news of Frenkie de Jong's state of form before the Champions League match between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. The midfielder had missed the match against Sevilla due to discomfort, but could be present this time. The plan was for him to start against Seville, but he felt discomfort, Flick said at the press conference. "We're glad to have it now, it's available." Asked about the possibility of de Jong being a starter, Flick replied, "We'll see." The return of the Dutch international would be an asset for the options in midfield Barcelona. He also highlighted how much his team likes to play against high-level opponents, adding, "My team wants to compete against the best opponents. It will be a great game against Bayern." The Clásico has already begun, especially in the Spanish media. And it doesn't matter, basically, that FC Barcelona and Real Madrid have, before, two crucial matches in the Champions League, against Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. Such a risk against Real. During the show El Chiringuito, focused on next Saturday's meeting at the Bernabeu, we have the opportunity to learn that the coach of FC Barcelona, Hansi Flick, would consider setting up a starting 11 to say the least surprising. With Dani Olmo and Gavi. The first did not even enter the match against Sevilla, the second only played a few minutes and the two men remain on 2 injuries. What to wonder, then, about the content of this information? Because what would be the point of Flick to take such risks against an opponent as strong as Real Madrid? Dani Olmo, who played for RB Leipzig, is one of the most successful players against Bayern Munich during his Bundesliga career. Dani Olmo, 26, played for 5 seasons in Leipzig, where he had the opportunity to challenge Bayern on several occasions. In fact, Bayern Munich is the team against which it has shown the most, having scored its highest number of goals. In the memorable Super Cup of the summer of 2023 where Leipzig beat Bayern 3-0 thanks to a hat-trick by Olmo. Subsequently, There was talk of giving his opinion on the Champions League and the future opponent. OLMO is cautious when he talks about this season's goals, saying whether or not we can win the Champions League is too early, there is still a long way to go. The goal at Barça is always the maximum and the Champions League is a real goal every year, but, I repeat, there is still a lot of things left. We now have important games like the one against Bayern and then against Red Star. We'll see what happens. We have to focus little by little on the next game and with the desire to keep winning. He said. It should be stressed that the FC Barcelona striker does not arrive in better shape after 5 weeks without playing and not having played a minute in the last match against Sevilla.